Hi, good morning, everybody. Carrie from down in Texas. How are you on this Friday morning? Can you believe we're at Friday already? So relieved. All right, let's get going this morning. Grab your drink. I've got my trusty coffee here, your tools and your makeup, and let's get ready for this Friday and finish out the week strong on a positive note. Today, I am wearing gray, and so we're going to use another one of my favorite palettes today. And we are using my new tinted moisturizer that I'm really liking from Fenti. It gives really nice coverage, but it's not heavy at all. And it's just another layer of moisture for my 62-year-old skin. I have done all my prep work today. My Fix and Glow, my e.l.f. primer, my color corrector, and now I am doing my tinted moisturizer. I've also done my brows this morning, and so we are just cooking along here already this morning. Try to keep these videos at a reasonable clip for you guys. I know you're extremely busy like I am, and so I am really trying to keep these under 25 minutes if I can. I'm also using a little bit of concealer just to add just a little bit more to my tinted moisturizer without actually going full bore to a foundation today. So have a little bit unexpected stuff going on that I thought I was going to be doing something completely different today, and now that has all changed. So I got to shift gears, and it's what life does to you sometimes. You know, you expect to be doing one thing, and then boof, it can change on a dime. And so got to be able to shift gears and go with the flow. Just putting that extra bit of brightness under my eyes this morning. And a little bit of brightness, a little bit in other places. I hope you guys are ready for the weekend. My husband and I are trying to get our house all situated. You know, as you've probably seen in my videos, my main career is an insurance agent. I think you guys probably know that, and a longtime agent. 43 years I've been in the business. And my business has changed. My industry has changed. And unfortunately, not for the better. And right now I'm very disillusioned in my industry. And never thought I would get there. Never thought I would see that happen. But that's where we are. And it's very disheartening for me. Because when I stop being able to help people, that's a pretty big red flag for me. And I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like I feel like the carriers are handcuffing agents, and it's just a really hard time for me in my industry. Um, I say that because, you know, you sell products to people to help protect them. And right now what I'm seeing is these carriers are doing everything and anything to get out of paying claims. And they are finding just ridiculous things, and people are suffering. And my husband and I are one of those clients that we spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and basically we're just throwing that money away because our insurance company has decided to not cover our claim for things that are completely and totally out of our control. So we are trying to get our house together and get our repairs underway, get our roof taken care of, and the expense is extraordinary. You know, you add that on top of the unbelievable stress that every single one of us is going through with the economy, and it's just all way too much. That's why when I come in and I do these makeup videos with you guys and I get ready, it's such a way for me to zone out and do something that I enjoy with another passion in my life, which is makeup. And so it's a great distraction for me, and I so very much appreciate it and being able to make a mess with my powder. I made a huge mess this morning. Lord, it went. I mean, it has gone everywhere. Hold on just a second. I have to clean it up because it's gonna go. I guess I got a big old lump out of the dispenser, and it has gone everywhere. That's what happens with this powder sometimes, is it just goes everywhere. Okay, so we did our tinted moisturizer. Love this product. It's not hugely expensive. It's a great sort of everyday, add extra moisture to your face, give you nice coverage. I did add my concealer just to do some brightening around here. And then I went in and I used my e.l.f. contour. This is the 4-color contour palette that I just really love that. And today, because I'm wearing gray, I'm going to use probably my favorite palette of all time. This is the Color Pop Blow and Smoke. I just adore this palette. It's so versatile, and you can go from beautiful everyday classic look to, I mean, black tie, dramatic, full glam from day to night with this one palette. It is that versatile. The colors are spectacular, and they last all day. Putting on my lipstick today. Sorry, I cannot talk and do that. I don't know why. L'Oreal Bronzini, one of my favorites, number 825. If you can find this product, it's beautiful, and it goes with so many different looks. It's a sort of darker neutral that picks up the color of my eyes really well, and it is also one of those sort of staples to go in your. Look at this. This is just beautiful. I think we're gonna stay on this column today, the outer column. I will give you those names. We're going to go light, then we're going to go darker, and then we're going to outline with the darkest color. And I'm going to get out my tiny little brush while I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to get my dense brush because I want my dense brush to really control the light color that I'm putting on first. Or maybe we'll do shimmers. Yeah, we'll do shimmers instead. It changed my mind. We're going to do the middle row, two of the middle row, and then we're going to finish with the really dark color. I'll give you the names here in just a second. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to pick up this beautiful gray shimmer. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. It's a silvery, beautiful shimmer. Oh, it's just spectacular. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. I don't know. This palette is just remarkable. It really, really is. Now we're going to pick up a darker gray, and we're going to come up in here. Going to go up into this transitional type area right up here and add that darker gray to up here. Windshield wiper back and forth. Spectacular. Beautiful. Now I'm going to pick up a darker color to do the outlining. I absolutely adore this palette. It has shimmers, it has mattes, and what I love about it is it truly is gray. No blue gray, no green gray. Gray, 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 gray. And I love that about this. So many of these gray palettes that you get turn on you, and this one does not at all. And I love that. You know, when I want a gray, I want a gray. And it does not change. Oof, that one was dark. Real dark. Gonna have to blend that. Okay. Added a little darker up there, and it is so saturated. You got to get a really fluffy brush and blend that. The keys when you're using darker colors is to really have a good blending brush so you can really blend those edges out so they are not harsh. Beautiful. Beautiful gray. Spectacular palette. Now, because I am using these darker colors, there's not a whole lot of fallout with Color Pop. I will tell you that. Their formulas are very dense and they don't give you a lot of fallout. But anytime you are using darker colors, you're going to get a little bit. It's just inevitable because of the product itself. So I'm using my finishing powder and I'm coming in under my eye and I'm sweeping away what little fallout there is. There's not much. I want to make sure we don't have any gray shadowing. I'm also going to pick up a really clean brush. I want to make sure it's a clean brush. I need to clean this one. And we're going to make sure that we have none of that shadowing in the corners of my eye like I've talked to you guys about right here. It's really, really important not to get, for me and for dark eyes, it's really important to make sure that we are eliminating any of that dark shadowing right here. This helps to make sure your eyes are always front and not sunken back into your socket. Make sure I've got that all blended evenly. It's like it. A little bit of light color up on the top. And a little bit more there. Yeah. Love this finishing powder. Perfect pour pink pack. Just has a very light pink shimmer to it that gives you this just sort of natural glow from within sort of look. It's a very, very light pink finishing powder, and I do love how finely milled it is. And we are putting on Milani's Dolce Baked Lush. It is my new all-time favorite, even over my Christian Dior, and I didn't think that would ever happen, but it has, and I love it. The perfect combination for me in my coloring. Now, it may not be for everybody. Like I've said, you know, you got to find what works best for you. But for me, I have very pink undertones in my skin, and you'd think if you were adding more pink it would just accent it, but it doesn't, because I'm using the color corrector underneath my eyes initially, and I think that helps tremendously. All right, let's get my eyelashes done here. I do 2 squeezes. I do one at the very base of the lash, and then I try to come back on the very top or end of the lash to give it a little bit more curl towards the ends. And of course, another one of my staple products, you guys know, I love this stuff. This is my L'Oreal Panorama. So my favorite products are, the lipstick is always going to be L'Oreal. It's my favorite brand. My mascara is L'Oreal, favorite brand, all-time favorite. My blush for the all-time favorite is now Milani. And my favorite full coverage foundation now is CoverGirl. So those are all drugstore products. And I get so many compliments on my makeup that just proves to you that you do not have to spend a fortune. You can use drugstore makeup and look like $1 million. If you've got really good skincare and you know how to use your products, you are going to look fantastic without breaking the bank. And right now, that's so important for all of us. So remember that when you feel like you've got to, go and spend a fortune on your makeup, you don't. You just got to find the products through trial and error. You'll find them. Use process of elimination. That's what I do, especially for like my mascara. There's absolutely no-goes with me when it comes to mascara. And probably the biggest no-go for me is if it doesn't just wash off with water, I am not going to use it. Then it has to have a firm wand. Doesn't have a firm wand, it's just not going to stay in my collection because I like a very firm, small wand. Those two things are non-negotiables when it comes to my mascara. All right, get that down there. First layer on, top layer on. If you're new here and you're wondering what am I doing, I start at the bottom when I'm applying my mascara because I want to be able to take this formula and lock in the curl that I just put on the lashes. Mascara is like hairspray for eyelashes. So start down at the bottom so I can make sure that I am holding that curl. And also, I think you get a better application on your lashes when you start down at the bottom and you let your wand comb through and coat your lashes. And for me, that's why it's really important to have a firm wand. Because when you get these, for me anyways, when you get these flimsy wands, I feel like you're just not getting the really good control and coverage that you get with a harder, inflexible wand. But again, this is all subjective. Just because that works for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. All right. Got the first layer, first coat. Now I'm going to clean my brush again. And we're going to go to the ends of the lashes now. We'll try to get a little bit more extension and fullness out towards the end. And there we go. Beautiful. If, like I've said to you guys before, if this doesn't win first in category this year, I will be stunned. There are just so many really great reviews on this product. I will really be stunned if it doesn't win this year's first in category. And don't forget, this one I believe is a really must for your collection because it is so versatile from every day. Oh, let me get you the names before I forget. Put my eyeballs on here. We used, I gotta look here first. Okay, we used Starstruck first. That's the color all over. Then I went to Full Metal for the transitional area. And then I used Slated to outline my eye. And I also came back with Slated, and I added just a little bit more in the transitional area to give my some depth and some contrast to the lighter color. And so that's it for me. Looks really nice today. I do very much love a little bit too thick right there. I have to fix that. I do very much love the finishing powder too. That I get from Amazon. And I cannot remember the price. $12, I think it is. And it just, for me, it works really well with my skin tone. It's finely milled. It's easy to work with. And one of those products that will just be one of my regulars because I love the way that it finishes out my look. Just brushing these up a little bit. And there we go. That is it today. It's Friday, everybody. I hope you have a splendid, splendid weekend wherever you are. Remember to get off social media for a little while and decompress. It's just, social media can become exhausting if you just spend too much time on it because there's so much hatred and division in the world. Get off of it and let your brain decompress. Go for a long walk or watch a movie or do something besides staying on that too long. Just becomes exhausting after a while. Have a splendid, safe, productive weekend. If it's not your weekend, I hope your weekend, whenever it is a joyous time for you as well. This channel is all about helping each of us have our very best life, finding our authentic self, encouraging us, each one of us, to get out there and go for our goals and our dreams, to not let our age get in the way, and to support each other, encourage each other, share ideas and thoughts and comments. And if you know somebody that you think would be a fit, please share these videos with them. Like and subscribe. If you're new and I haven't messaged you, please let me know. I'm supposed to be getting messages when somebody is new, but I'm not getting those messages. So if you're new and you've recently joined our community, please let me know so I can reach out to you and thank you. That's the right thing to do. Because your time is valuable, just like mine is, and I appreciate you investing your time in this small but growing community. And remember, podcast launches tomorrow, my first one, so please join me for that. Very, very excited about that. Really hoping that it is a place to start really good conversations and begin some change in our society to bring us all back together. I hope so anyways. God bless you. Thank you for being part of this wonderful community. I so enjoy taking time every day to spend with you while we get ready. Many blessings today on this Friday. Stay safe over the weekend. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.